Hi, this is Don again on YouTube, Calendar Studies Series 2. I've turned on my fan, I'm a little bit cooler now. What I was saying in the previous video, in part 1, was that, putting forth a philosophical question, is change good? If you've ever done a genealogical computer program, you enter a certain date and year, and it comes up with a different year. And so at one time, the new year was at a different place on the calendar. And so all the dates before that year when it changed uh, you'd have no problem recording the date on your program, but when you enter the later, or I guess the ones before that date would be the ones that would have a double year. So when you have, anytime you have change, there's going to be consequences. There's going to be things are going to be affected by the change. And so is change a good thing? The Hank Henry permanent calendar authors are saying this would be a good thing, but it would save money because you wouldn't have to print up a new calendar every year, and economics could benefit by having more standardization and dates throughout the year. I'm not so sure that's going to be the outcome of changing the calendar, but that's what they're promoting, anyways. So we're going to switch now to the Great Year astronomical calendar as it appears in the Old Testament book of Genesis. Now, as you recall, God created the world in 6 days and he rested on the seventh. And so in the Great Year calendar, each day of creation is counted as 72 years. So if you multiply 7 days times 72 years, you come up with 504 years total. Let me make my screen a little bigger here so I can I can see that the page is being fully viewed here. All right, so from Adam to the start of the Great Flood is 1656 years. No matter what version of Genesis you look at, I'm pretty sure those numbers hold up. There's the Septuagint and the Samaritan Pentateuch, and the Masoretic is the one we use today. It's all our Bibles use the Masoretic text, which was completed in, I think it was either 800 or 900 AD. So when you total up the 504 years of the 7 days of creation, plus the 1656 years from Adam to the start of the Great Flood, it's 2,160 years. That would be a great month, or in other words, 30 days. So if 504 was 7 days, 1656 represents the other 23 days of the month, times 72. 23 times 72 is 1656. So that's how the mathematics adds up. Now the problem with this number 2,160 is it's not totally correct. Our current, I looked it up on Wikipedia, great year. If you look that up, it says the current value for a great year is, I didn't write it down here, but it's about equivalent to 2,147. So they're off by. It's almost 2,148, so it's off by at least 12 years. But the idea here in Genesis, at the astrological signs, there's 12 of them. And, when Jesus was born, that was supposed to be the start of the age of Pisces, which would have been about 4 BC. So if you go back 2,160 years, around 2165 BC, that would be the start of the previous age, which would be. Did I mention that Pisces was the start of in 4 BC? Aries. Now, if you look at Thebes, you'll see these rows of rams. Well, that's because it was during this era of Aries, the astrological sign of each one of these signs was thought to last 2,160 years. So previous to that, 2,160 years before that, it was Taurus, the bull. So during the if the pyramids were built at around 2,500 BC or something, that would be in Taurus the bull, the old kingdom, which has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But so if you add up all these, 12 signs, the next sign in the progression is Aquarius. So we haven't quite got there yet. If you start with 4 BC, 2156. We're in 2020. So we got 136 years. According to the 2160, we'd have 136. It's not quite that long, though. Years to wait for the Aquarian age. So if you multiply 2,160 times 12, that'd be 0, 12, 3, 4. The total number of years would be 25,920 to complete one full cycle of a great year. So it doesn't really tell us anything about after the flood. There's not enough time there's not another 2,160 years to be able to signify another month, a great month. So, in my previous, in part 1, the thing I was trying to remember is, now I forgot it again. Have to wait till the next part again.